Hey future millionaires, this is Phil from the Next Chapter team, and welcome to yet another article review. Today's review is going to focus on 10 money traps that you want to avoid. Hopefully you aren't in any of them, but let's go over these 10 money traps. These 10 money traps are holding you back from achieving your financial goals. That could be saving for a big purchase. That could be living your life that you want, like taking that great vacation, but doing it in cash. We don't want to stay out of debt. Or it's holding you back from putting yourself in the right position to invest the way you want to, invest as consistently as you want to. You want to have that nice mix of investing both in a 401k and an IRA. Well, you got to have the money available to do that. And these money traps can be holding you back. So let's knock them out. Before you, of course, sit back, relax, and enjoy this video, please take a moment to like, subscribe, and hit that post notification bell. And share with some friends. Hope you enjoyed the video. Okay, the first item that the article brings up that is a money trap is when you get stuck in the cycle of no money down payment plans. Why? Because you're basically taking on a loan that, while it may in certain cases have 0% interest, there's still a loan payment associated with it. Now, it's one thing if we're talking about a car or a mortgage or a really big purchase, that's one thing. But when you do a no down payment on those smaller items, we're talking refrigerators and couches and things like that, you have to sit there and weigh the factors. And a lot of times it doesn't make sense, primarily because you're locking yourself into another loan. Those monthly loans, those monthly payments are stopping you doing from other things that you want to do. Those monthly payments are stopping you from investing the way you want. They're stopping you from saving the way you want. They can even be stopping you from taking adventures, vacations the way you want. So save up for those big purchases and try to do them in cash, or at least half down in cash, and then pay off that debt as quickly as possible. And if you already have some no money down payment plans working for you right now, figure out where they work in your debt payoff plan and knock them out so you can free up that monthly payment and do other things with that money. The second item that the article brings up is car leases, because car leases tend to usually have a balloon payment at the end. And frankly, they usually are structured in a way to keep you in car payments. Over the long term, you want to find yourself having good periods of time in your financial life, in your financial journey, 10, 20 years, where you don't have car payments. The more times you have no car payments, the more times you could be socking away that extra money towards either big purchases or investing and even living life. So car leases, at least staying in them, the nonstop leases, does not usually work for most people. Again, there are probably a few people out there that this works for. And when I say few, I say percentages. I couldn't tell you the exact number. There's probably a few percentage of people that this makes more sense. But in most cases, car leases is not the best way to own a car over the lifetime of a car. So just really keep that in mind. Car leases over a long period of time is a very expensive way to own a car. Timeshares. Number 3, timeshares. Timeshares have a notorious history of not being financially sound over the long term of financial life, and they're not the greatest investment. And then on top of that, there are maintenance fees and hidden fees on timeshares that make it very hard to get out of. So be very wary before you sign up for a timeshare. I'm not going to go deep into timeshares because I've not done a lot of studying on them, but this is a great way, a great point that the article brings out that I actually have bumped into people who have nightmares with timeshares. So really, timeshares are not a great place to be stocking away your money every month. The fourth item this article brings up is an adjustable rate mortgage, and I have to agree. The adjustable rate mortgage basically means every 3 and 5 years your mortgage interest rate resets. Now, they sell it as you could use your money more effectively during those 3 and 5 years. While that may be true, the problem is not a lot of people actually have the discipline to actually stay in front of it and invest their money properly, or save, put a big down of money to decide to refinance with cash in to that adjustable rate mortgage. So adjustable rate mortgages is not really a great product for most people. Again, this article is pointing out for like a high percentage of individuals financially. Now, I'm sure there are a few people out there, again, percentage wise, where adjustable rate mortgage may make sense, but most times adjustable rate mortgages do not make sense over the long term of a loan. The fifth item that the article calls out that is a money trap is a home equity line of credit. And I've got to be honest, I completely agree. And here's why. Basically, when you do a home equity line of credit, you are basically attaching a line of credit to your home. Now, first off, there's an annual fee 90% of the time on that. So that means whatever institution, bank, credit union, otherwise, that is extending that line of credit, there's an annual fee on that. And then on top of that, you're basically borrowing from your home to pay for things. Again, borrowing from your home. You've built up equity in that home. If your house is $500,000 and you paid off $250,000 because you're in the smack dab in the middle of paying off that home, that means you have $250,000 of potential equity and you're using it like a credit card. It's a very dangerous game. Okay. And so you know what? Again, this is not the best move over the long term. Again, there are some instances that this does make sense, but most times it does not. The sixth item that the article calls out is playing the lottery. And what we're talking about here are those people that are basically playing the lottery as much as they can every time the Mega Millions goes really high in hopes of winning it. And that's their financial plan. That is their retirement plan. Now, I can tell you, if you've watched any of my ETF videos, even some of the 401k videos, yes, with time and effort into a 401k, an IRA, and an investment account, you can build up some serious money. And that has a higher statistical chance than playing the lottery. So the lottery is really not a great idea for your overall financial being. And, saying this is how I'm going to retire. I'm going to retire in the lottery. Like, that is just bonkers, honestly. Now, I'm not saying that, $10 here and there, whatever, right? We're talking about, this is my retirement plan. Lottery is not a retirement plan. So again, please don't take lottery as a retirement plan. This is a huge money trap, and I feel bad for anyone who feels this. I beg them to talk to someone and get help and get some guidance, because playing lottery is not the way that you're going to build up millionaire status. Statistically speaking, that is. The seventh item that this article calls out is subscription scams. And what they're talking about here is when a shady company is approaching you with a subscription that tells you, with this subscription and you take our actions, you're going to become a millionaire. Overall, I've got to tell you, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is too good to be true. So you really got to watch out for the scams and the other ways that people are trying to make money off of you, and they're just basically trying to steal the extra dollars that you have. So be wary, be conscious of how you're spending your money. The number 8 item that the article calls out is surprise contest winnings. So it's like when you get an email that says, click here and you're going to get free money. Or you get one of those calls that says, we owe you some money. We see that the refund check bounced. It's a scam. If you not do a refund, if you do a refund that's sizable, we're not talking about like $20 like from a copay from a doctor, you do a refund that's sizable, I guarantee you know it. It's very, very, very unlikely that you signed up for something by mistake years ago, and today's your day. Today's your day. You're going to become a millionaire because you signed up for a contest 15 years ago. It's a scam. So please watch out for that. I know some of you we all fall into desperate times, and that's just what we need, but this can make your life so much worse by falling for a trap like that. So watch out for these scams. The number 9 money trap to avoid is payday loans. Now, all of us run into emergencies, and that's why I talk so much about emergency funds and having some money set aside, whether it be 1 month, 3 months, 6 months. And for some individuals, they want to sleep easy because they have a very highly fluctuating income, or they're a very hard job to replace. They're very niche. They even go up to a year. But payday loans are terrible. Payday loans are super bad, and let's jump into why they're super bad. According to a second article that I'm reading in conjunction with this, payday loans, for example, of borrowing $500 has a 30% interest rate that you repay back $650 2 weeks later. So $500, 2 weeks later, $650. And if you don't make that payment, it just compounds and compounds and compounds. It's insane. 30% interest. It's insane. So please be careful. Try to stay out of payday loans. I've almost never advocate borrowing from a relative because it makes your financial life messy. But if it's to avoid a payday loan, get real clear with a relative and do that instead. Even if you're paying them 5% interest, that's better than 30%. So please stay away from payday loans. Final item, investment scams. In today's world, there's so many out there, so you really got to be wary of them. Investment scams always have that tone of, right now, you're going to miss out. Your friends are doing it. It's going to come together. Zero risk. It's all going to work out. I promise you. Everyone's doing it. If it sounds like a pressure deal, it's likely a scam. So you really got to watch out for this stuff. And do your own homework. Do your own research. Do research. There's so much information out there. Do some research. If it sounds too good to be true, it likely is. So do your research and make wise decisions and avoid these money traps. Hope you enjoyed the article review. So many more to come. Had a lot of fun. Talk to you soon. Now, one more time, a quick recap of money traps to avoid. First one, no money down plans. They keep you in monthly payments. Car leases, terrible way to own a car. Why? They also keep you monthly payments unless you save up big for that balloon payment at the end. Number 3, timeshares. A lot of times timeshares are just that. They are painful. Their times suck. They take a lot of money per month for monthly payments, and you have a hard time utilizing them. So notoriously, timeshares are not a great idea for your financial life. Number 4, adjustable rate mortgages. Again, when the mortgage loan resets, if you're not in a good position to handle the reset of the mortgage rate, you find yourself in trouble. Number 5, home equity loans. Do not attach a credit card to your home. And then on top of that, even if you don't use the line of credit, you pay a monthly or annual fee to your financial institution. Stop giving the banks money if it's not a mortgage loan. Number 6, playing the lottery excessively. And this is a call out to anyone who believes that playing the lottery is the only way they're going to retire. There are so many other options. Even if it's a self-directed 401k that because your employer doesn't provide one, you have a better shot at preparing for retirement that way than playing the lottery. Subscription scams. Number 7, watch out for subscription scams. Watch out for number 8, surprise contest winning scams. And number 9, payday loans. Oh my goodness. Why do we want to pay 30% interest because we're in a hard spot? I'd rather you be late. I'd rather you be calling the person you owe money to every day saying, just give me a couple more days. Let me pay half. Figuring out something. Borrowing from a family member is probably a better bet than doing a payday loan. 30% interest over 14 days that has the ability to loan shark, to snowball, is not the way to do it. Please stay away from payday loans. And finally, investment scams. If the investment scam sounds too good to be true, guess what? It is too good to be true. Please stay away from these things. These are top 10 money traps to avoid. Future millionaires, stay aware. Keep fighting for your future. Hey, thanks for staying to the end. This video is brought to you by the Next Chapter team. If you enjoyed the video, please take a moment to hit that like button, drop a comment, subscribe, share with your friends and family. This will help the channel reach out to more individuals just like you. We offer one-on-one coaching where we work with people and small businesses to determine a clear path to achieving their financial goals. This includes things like budgeting to reduce debts, planning for big purchases, and even learning how to build wealth with the tools that you have readily available to you. So please see our link below to schedule a free 30-minute call with our team to talk through coaching and understanding your current financial situation. Also, check out some of our affiliate links below for High Yield Savings Account. This is a great place to put your money when you're saving up for those big purchases and your emergency fund. Check out some of our videos right here. And please enjoy and see you in the next video.